What's going on? This is a vacation vlog. I am at JFK Airport here in New York, and this is not going to be so much of a travel vlog, but it's really going to be testing out the Action 5 Pro. I just got it. I'm kind of done with GoPro based on the camera just keeps turning off. So we're going to go to Dominican Republic and test out the Action 5 Pro. Let's see how good it is. I'm currently using the Mic 2 with it. Also bought the Mic 2 mics. I was on the original OG mic ones. It's also been turning off on me. But anyway, let's get this video started in paradise. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Dominican Republic. This officially starts the Action 5 Pro review, or I should say first impression. I wouldn't really call this a review. As I mentioned as part of my intro, I was fed up with GoPro and I came to the Dominican Republic for a couple of days and I said, let me grab an Action 5 Pro and let me see if I can truly vlog with this camera as well. Not only use it as an action camera, but use it as a vlogging camera, because I think simple is more, less is more. And quite honestly, like, I brought my Sony A7R IV with me on this trip and all this other stuff, and I have yet to pull it out. And every time I open my bag, I'm like, do I really need this camera? So I do have a Pocket 3. So this is gonna be a video kind of like testing out the waters, Pocket 3 or Action 5 Pro. I went ahead and got this Action 5 Pro with the Pro bundle, which means that it comes like with a selfie stick, it comes with that battery. I got some accessories as well. Got a small rig cage, a small rig suction cup for the car, so we can use that on the trip. And then a little bit later on, I'll be talking about filters as well. Freewell Selfie filters. That'll be a separate video. Right now I'm using the camera strictly auto, D-Log, and no filters, just everything out of the camera except the Mic 2 that's connected to this camera. So again, the main purpose of me getting this action camera is to really like leverage it as a vlog camera and just make it easier to capture content. So I really want to test out, you know, like its capabilities. As I mentioned, I'm on full auto right now. So as I'm changing towards, you know, the sun, away from the sun, all these harsh shadows, all these contrasty environments, will it actually do well? One of the things that DJI has struggled with in the past with their action cameras, which is why I never purchased one, is that the dynamic range is not as great, I would say, because as you're changing like all these different lighting exposures, the camera will either crush the shadows or completely blow out the highlights. So that's the main purpose of this video, is just first impressions. Like, I just want to know, is this little camera worth the hype? It's been hyped incredibly so by all these YouTubers and even non-YouTubers as well. I've been watching tons of videos. So we're gonna go out to the road. We're gonna get a lot of action shots, and then I'll share my impressions. And of course, we'll vlog throughout this journey that I'm here in the Dominican Republic throughout a couple of days. So this video is going to be probably a little bit all over the place because it's going to be chopped up from multiple days. This is just day one. So let's get the video actually started now. so I've done a lot of maneuvering around here in the Dominican Republic, but have not had the chance to actually pause and like really vlog as I said I would, for various factors. But what I want to do is, after using this camera now for the last 7 days, it's been 7 days that I am in the Dominican Republic, I want to kind of give you my initial impression of the camera. Like, what are my thoughts? What are my raw comments of using the Action 5 Pro for the last 7 days? Well, for starters, I can tell you that I'm never going to buy a GoPro ever again. The front screen on the Action 5 Pro is incredible. It's an OLED display, both rear and front. The rear has like this borderless screen, so you don't have that thick bezel that a GoPro has. And the Action 5 is just so lightweight. And truly the difference maker for me has been how incredible when it comes to the ease of use with the Action 5 Pro. I have my modes set up. I touch on the screen. Mode 1 is 4K 30, mode 2 is 4K 60, mode 3 4K 120 frames per second. It is so easy. Tap on the screen, I'm there. GoPro, kind of laggy, cumbersome. I'm like really impressed with the Action 5 Pro, and it really made me kind of think, why have I taken so long to purchase this Action 5? Another beautiful thing is that the Action 5 Pro has not turned off on me, not once, no matter what I put it through. I've done some hyperlapses in the car where it's in direct heat. I have a small rig cage on the camera itself, which is probably adding to the heat. I'm not sure if that's going to make it better to dissipate the heat or keep the heat trapped. I'm not really too sure. It is a beautiful cage though. I won't take it off. But it is still, even with the cage, it's lightweight. But it hasn't turned off on me. But I can't really say like that's a definite no, because we're in the heat right now. It's hot here in the Dominican Republic. And the GoPro won't shut off on you while it's hot. It's just when it's cold. So that one, you know, it's kind of an unknown. But I know that this Action 5 Pro is just not going to turn off, because it's not something that I've seen happen to anyone online. So right now I'm headed into a noisier environment. I'm approaching the pool / like beach waterfront area here at this resort that I'm staying at. I do have the mic 2, which I had to purchase separately. I think I already mentioned that as part of my intro. I wish the Action 5 Pro bundle or Venture bundle came with a mic 2, just like the Osmo Pocket 3. I think that was a miss on DJI's part, because right now this mic is paired to the Action 5 Pro, but when I put it back in this little mic 2 case and I tried to, you know, use this mic, if I need to mic up two different people, I would then have to pair this microphone back to the actual receiver of the mic 2. Right? Because the mic 2 comes with 2 microphones. Right now, this is connected to the Action 5. So the little case, if you will, of the of the mic 2 doesn't really recognize this. It'll charge it, but it doesn't recognize it. So now we're at the sort of beachfront here. A lot of waves, a lot of wind, but I know that everything's going to be handled well because I have my little dead cat here. Mic 2 is incredible. The mic 1 was incredible. I mean, gosh, I just got the mic 2 now. So late. But one thing I want to also share is that since I've arrived on this trip and having the Action 5 Pro, I have yet to touch the Osmo Pocket 3. I mean, I don't know. There's something about this little action camera that just makes it so easy to film. Whereas the Pocket 3, I feel like you have to like do some more customization, some more, you know, fiddling around with settings, putting on an ND filter. I mean, don't get me wrong, an ND filter is extremely important. Right now, I am using an ND filter from Freewell on this Action 5. However, I am still on full auto settings. So I don't want to lock in my settings. Well, let me rephrase that. My shutter is 100% locked. Right now I'm shooting at 4K 30. So my shutter is at 1/60th of a second. But my ISO is on full because as I change into different environments, for example, if I go into this little sort of like gazebo behind me there, I am going to need more light, right? I'm going to need more exposure. So an ND32 is not going to be really good there. So that's why I have the ISO on auto so they can make its automatic adjustments. But from first impressions, when I deep dived into some of the example shots that I've captured so far, I've been incredibly pleased with the video quality of the Action 5 Pro. Now, the one thing I noticed immediately that the Pocket 3 is going to beat this camera hands down is that, for one, the Pocket 3 has that gimbal, right? So you are going to get stable shots, although Rocksteady is really impressive. The Pocket 3 is going to do the automatic tracking because it is on the gimbal, so it can track you automatically. And, you know, it can do the active track, etc. And you can do things like motion lapses, hyperlapses, which on this, you can sort of do something very similar, but you gotta really go down to 2.7K, and all it's gonna do is just reframe. And then the Pocket 3, the biggest difference when it comes to the Action 5 Pro and the Pocket 3 is that the Pocket 3, you're gonna have some bokeh behind you. The Action 5, you're gonna get action type video. But this video, what I'm really impressed about is that with the Action 5 Pro, the Pocket 3, and my DJI drones, now it's so easy to color grade and match the video. And most importantly, now I have two small cameras that when I want to go out, I don't need to carry my expensive Sony or Canon rigs. Like, I don't need to carry a 1DX. I don't need a Sony A1. I don't need a Sony A7R IV. I can leave those at home and feel comfortable and confident that this is going to do the job. All right, so the guy started his power washing again, so you're going to probably hear a lot of noise, but we're in a natural state, natural environment. We're not really in a studio setting. But what I do want to demonstrate is that right now I am using Freewell's filters. So again, right, I'm locked in at 1/60 because I'm shooting at 30 frames per second. And I don't think there's much difference when you're doing videos like this, like vlogging, where you need to follow that 180-degree rule. However, if you're going to lock your exposure, you absolutely do, because right now if I remove this filter, you're going to see that I am completely just blown out. So that's why a filter is extremely important, which I just dropped. So durability test for Freewell, it passes. And once I put this filter back on, you're going to see immediately how great this image quality looks. I am extremely impressed with the Action 5. And now I'm going to switch back to auto, ISO, leaving the shutter locked, leaving the ND filter on, because I'm going to demonstrate to you what happens when you go through different environments where there's different lighting conditions. So let's get right to that. So right now I'm walking to the entrance. We're going to pass the lobby. Then we're going to make a quick left, your right, and we're going to go through the side entrance. I'm going to go back to my place. So as you can see right now, changing exposures. And I think dynamic range and the ability for the camera to adjust is doing a phenomenal job. Like, I don't have any complaints whatsoever about this camera. I think it's just doing a really nice job. If you haven't noticed already, I 100% recommend the Action 5 Pro. All my friends that are stuck on GoPro, it's time to make the switch. This is the camera to get. So we're going to continue using the Action 5. I have yet to use this camera underwater. Didn't really take it into the pool. I did like the outer surface of the pool, but I really didn't go in the pool itself with this camera. Another thing that I'm doing right now, which I really like, is that the front screen locks and you have to swipe up to unlock so that you don't mess up a setting. I think that is pretty cool. All right, so I'm gonna continue just filming, and then at the towards the end of my trip, I'm gonna wrap this up with my overall conclusions of the Action 5 Pro, just like first initial reaction, first initial impression, again, after using this over like 10 to 12 days here in the Dominican Republic. So hope you're enjoying the content so far. I know it's kind of a video all over the place and a lengthy one, but that's what happens when you vlog. You just run and gun it, and this is the perfect camera for that. All right, so we've done a lot of testing and a lot of videos of the DJI Action 5s. This is the small rig cage that I was talking about. It is absolutely fantastic. And I want to talk about some of the accessories that I purchased for the Action 5 Pro before I conclude this video. So remember, I purchased the Action Pro bundle, and of course I got it from Best Buy. I want to say Best Buy, the Best Buys in New York City, they look like they're all going out of business. The shelves are empty, but you can somehow order online and it gets shipped to your house the same day, or pick it up in the store same day. I don't know where they're keeping that stuff at. Maybe they're locking it up. All of our CVS's, Targets, even the supermarket, everything is just caged up in New York City. Doesn't matter which neighborhood you visit. You can go to the most prestigious Manhattan, New York City neighborhood, and you're not gonna find deodorant, toothpaste, nothing that's not locked up. But anyway, I digress. I purchased this from Best Buy. The reason I got it from Best Buy is because it's guaranteed delivery same day. And I'm also a Total Tech member, which means that if anything happens to this Action 5 Pro, it's gonna get replaced. Whether I crack it, I break it, water damage, it doesn't matter. The replacement, the Total Tech membership is going to replace this camera. And anyway, let's get to the accessories. So I ordered the Pro combo, which comes with, I don't have it here with me, it's in my room downstairs, but it comes with this battery charger, which is fantastic. 3 batteries. It comes in this little case, sleek design. You plug it in USB-C, it charges your battery. Comes with this selfie stick, which is so convenient because if you're vlogging, this selfie stick is amazing to vlog with. I mean, like, look at the depth of this thing. So I want to say it's maybe like 5 feet long. Perfect. You don't need a stick longer than this. I wish though it did include at the bottom, it has a 1/4-20 here. I wish it did include like tripod legs where you can, stand it up and have it as a tripod. But it comes with this, comes with the Action 5, of course. And that's pretty much it. And 3 batteries, right? Because of the charger. Oh, and it comes with all these like magnetic clips. These magnetic clips, I'm not sure if GoPro came up with this as well or not. I think they did. But these magnetic clips are clutch because you're able, not like that. That's one of the cons of the small rig cage. But anyway, you're able to quickly, there you go, mount this magnetic clip right onto your Action 5 camera or like your small rig cage. Accessories that I purchased, let's talk about that. So we have filters here. That's going to be a separate video. But these filters that you see right here,
These are from Freewell. They were kind enough to send me these filters, and we're gonna do a separate video about the filter itself. They go on just like that. Outside of the Freewell filters, which again, I didn't buy, they sent it to me. I did buy this small rig cage. I just love the cage design. It is modular, meaning that you can add different things to it. The way it opens is just fantastic. Like, it's premium. It opens on the side there. You get your access here to this as well. It's just additional protection. You never know. This is an action camera, you know, so you never know what's going to happen. And then I also purchased a suction mount cup from Small Rig to attach to my car. And that's how I've been able to do sort of those like hyperlapses and just like videos for my car. I never had that before. That's not just specific to the Action 5 Pro. That works on anything. But I just want to mention the accessories that I purchased. Now, bringing this video to a close. So I had the DJI Pocket 3 here since it was released. This has been my favorite little camera. It's been my go-to camera for vlogging, for stuff like that. It is incredible. The picture quality out of the Osmo Pocket 3 has been phenomenal. I have no complaints about this camera, except that I have dropped it on a few occasions, really for, you know, my fault for carelessness and just being clumsy. I've had it like on that Insta360 selfie pole, the wind blew, it fell forward. My screen already cracked. I had to get it replaced once already. This camera is just, it's fantastic. The Pocket 3, there's no complaints in regards to the Pocket 3. I mean, this is like superb quality, can probably mirror that of my Sony A1 that I'm filming on right now. But I did want to go ahead and get the Action 5 Pro because, as the theme of this video, I've been saying it over and over again, I am completely fed up with GoPro. GoPro has just been horrible. I got the GoPro 13. I went ahead and returned it because as soon as I got it, I tried flying my FPV drone with the GoPro attached. It was maybe like 20 degrees. The GoPro just turns off. That, like, it's useless. It doesn't matter what feature the GoPro has. Doesn't matter the image quality. Doesn't matter if it's better in dynamic range. And I'm not saying it is, but what I'm saying is none of that matters if your camera just turns off while you're trying to use it because it's too cold. That to me just doesn't make any sense. Now, I've only used this and tested this here in the Dominican Republic, and I'll be curious to see how this performs in New York City when I get back. In the colder climates, I'll probably attach this to my FPV drone as well and do a comparison video like GoPro versus Action 5 Pro. But I'll tell you that I highly doubt that this camera will turn off just based on like the reviews that I've watched and also reviews that I've read like on Reddit and like various different forums. This to me is a complete camera. The menu on it is so simplistic. And then also that front screen, like that's taking advantage of its real estate. This front screen, you're able to just quickly navigate your settings. You can see yourself. The back OLED display here, I don't know if you can see it or not on this video that I'm demonstrating right now, but this is golden right here. Like, to me, this is actually, let me start recording here. Look, I'm recording now simultaneously. I'm recording on my Sony A1 and I'm recording here on the Action 5 Pro. And this is just audio straight from the camera. So we're gonna like also hear audio from the camera itself. I hear great things about it. But let me not digress. I'm like going all over the place. Long story short, in the limited time that I've used this camera, I feel like the Action 5 Pro can't replace my expensive cameras just for like things like vlogging. There's no reason to carry a cinematic rig such as the A7R IV or the A1, whatever it is, the FX3, when you can have something like this that's going to give you amazing quality. So first impressions, I absolutely love the Action 5 Pro. And if you haven't checked this camera out, even if you own a Pocket 3, and the Pocket 3 has been hyped like crazy. I mean, this is a fantastic camera, but these two hand in hand are absolutely amazing. And I don't regret my purchase. Highly recommend it for anyone. And DJI is doing phenomenal things. I just can't wait to see what they do with the Action 6 that is rumored to be out there. But that's all that I wanted to share. I know this video was a little bit all over the place. There's going to be a more comprehensive review after owning this for 30 days. I'm also going to be reviewing the freewheel filters. They were kind enough to send me this amazing pack of various filters. So can't wait to test all these things out and share it with you on this platform. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback about the Action 5 Pro, make sure that you leave them down in the description. I'm sorry, down in the comments below. And I'm going to continue enjoying my beer here in the Dominican Republic. This is an IPA, not from Dominican Republic, but from Germany. And I will catch you on the next one. Peace.